I think we should start. I think we have go through the audience, and to get any questions, we'll repeat if we need to, or I can repeat myself. Again, good afternoon. My name is Amir Dabirian. Most of you know me as Amir. I'm the Vice President for IT. Great to have all the faculty on the call. I have my team on in case there's other questions and I can't answer. Romel Berhanu and Hector and Robin and everybody else there have their, and then we will make sure that all your questions are answered. Thank you for coming to IT Forum. We will talk about, the agenda goes, we will talk about first about last year and kind of a pandemic, what we have done so far, and then moving forward about the new laptop program and everything else that you guys got an email to. So if you have any question, you let us know throughout this process. So I'm not going to be long. I'm going to be short just to get you by. Before I start, I just wanted to thank all faculty for what you have done during the pandemic and what you have done to support us and our students. So you have my sincere thanks. You guys go through really a very, very, very massive construction of change, the transformation of change going from in-person to virtual. And we really appreciate it. And I really appreciate what you have done to our students, for our students. Going back to last year, if you remember last year, what we did in the summer, we provided the faculty, we went through and did a full faculty laptop rollout. That means that every one of the faculty that did not have a laptop that can meet their needs, we actually upgraded you to a mid-range, or some faculty got a high-end laptop to work at home during a virtual environment. We also gave you devices that you needed. You needed an iPad, you upgrade your iPad. You need a writing device, we give you a writing device. You need a webcam, we give you a webcam, headset, all of those things that we provide you in a virtual environment. What we want you to do is continue keeping that particular environment. So what means that the laptop we gave you wasn't a loaner, was your laptop to keep during your stay at Cal State Fullerton. So it is your rollout laptop. So some people thought this was just a loaner during a pandemic. I just want to say no. If you got a laptop during a pandemic, that is your laptop to keep. And we ask you not to bring the old laptop in because of the COVID protocols. So now at any time, you can actually turn in your old laptop whenever you need to. You can bring it up and drop it in a device request at any time you like. If we give you a writing device, if we give you an iPad, that is part of your package. You need to keep those. I want you to use them in your classrooms, in a virtual setting, in an in-person setting. All of those would enable you to transform the way you have done teaching in a virtual setting all the way into an in-person teaching. So keep all of those things to the best and use them whenever you need. You use them at home if you need to, you need them at work, at your office if you need to, however you want to use that equipment. So none of those equipment needs coming back to us. So I just want to make sure of that. And in the last 3 years, one of the things we have doing with the faculty is we used to give you a desktop and a laptop. A desktop was more powerful and a laptop was kind of less powerful because your desktop was primary device, and give you an iPad. So what we have found out last year that you really needed a more powerful laptop in order to work remotely and anywhere, any place during a pandemic. And a lot of faculty during the last 2-3 years requested for an upper level laptop, that their normal one. So what we have been doing even before pandemic is providing a mid-tier to high-tier laptop to all faculty. So most of you already have a more powerful laptop than your desktop does. This year, we're doing another refresh of your laptop. So if your laptop is 3 years or older, or if the laptop is less powerful than your desktop, we will refresh you with a new laptop coming up this year. So everyone that will get a laptop will have better laptop that they can use during while they're in pandemic and also coming back. Given that there was a lot of requests from faculty members to me personally, they said, okay, when we bring back First of all, our desktop doesn't have a webcam. If you want to do a Zoom from our office, how do we do that? And also, and the desktop is not as powerful. All my files are really organized and my application is organized. My laptop, how can I make my laptop work better in my office? So in a new environment, what we're doing with the faculty is we want to replace your desktop with a docking station. What is a docking station? Most of you know what docking stations are. Docking station is a monitor, keyboard, a mouse, and a device that you can connect into and your internet, Ethernet cable. So you can come in to your office, connect your laptop into a docking station and use it just like a desktop and has all the amenity of a desktop. And it's going to be more powerful or equivalent to your current desktop anyway. So bringing it back in an office and using it in that format. And we will do that. So but some faculty wants to keep their desktop. So one of the things we're doing now is we give you an option, if you see a message going for the faculty members, that if you want to get a docking station, we will replace your desktop with a docking station. If your desktop is a Mac, which is all in one, we also give you a new monitor. But if your desktop is a PC, we will transform your PC into the docking station, give you a keyboard, mouse, and a docking station, and also a webcam go along with that. So you can bring your Mac and connect to it. It takes 30 seconds, you connect your Mac into it, and your docking station converts to be your desktop, your old desktop will be. So that's the new model we're going, so people can have access to their computing anywhere, any place, anytime, during a pandemic in a virtual environment, and also during if they come back to the campus, because then they can use that laptop better in the campus. And also if they go to your classroom, you can always plug it into the classroom setting. So your laptop, your one device would be available to you for all sort of your computing need anywhere, any place, in a classroom, out of a classroom, in your office, at home, in any virtual setting you like. So that's the new model we're going to. Again, this was really originally, we had this idea about 2-3 years ago, and we were going that route, but the pandemic hit us and kind of forced us to this route. And now that we have this, we want to continue in that fashion moving forward from university. And then rather than creating a desktop, laptop, iPad, as we did before. So that's our new computing model. If your question about research, some of you guys bought desktop for research or bought computing from AWS or other computing for research, that is separate. We can always work with you when you need a desktop for that. And that usually comes from the departments. So this year, what we're going to do, we're going to roll out and never set up the people that are more than 3 years old or they have less powerful than a desktop, a new laptop to all of you. We already ordered those. Those were coming within the next 2-3 weeks. And we're going to call you up to pick up your laptop. If you want to, you can also at the same time ask for replacement of your desktop to a docking station. Another thing we will be doing with you is we are going to have our help desk staff on a transition, make sure that we transition your file into Dropbox. We really want you to utilize Dropbox. We want to transition your desktop to Dropbox, your laptop, your Dropbox. Now your files available with you on your phone, on your iPad, on your every device in the cloud is safe, is backed up, and everything is in your fingertip. So cloud backup is something that cloud storage is something we want to promote. Every single student, faculty, and staff get unlimited disk space on campus. Therefore, having an unlimited disk space, that means you can put all your files directly into Dropbox and keep it and have it available anywhere you want. So the goal is for you to increase the mobility, increase your flexibility, and increase your computing by these new models. By that, Romel, you want to put out the PowerPoint just to give, just as I'm talking about it. The question also may come on, what about part-time faculty? Again, rollout has been done for a full-time faculty member. On a part-time faculty member, here's an example of a rollout, a docking station, as you can see. There's also, we should put a webcam at the top of it. There's a webcam, there's a monitor, there's a keyboard, there's a mouse, and everything's connected to it. For part-time faculty, we did this during the pandemic. Any part-time faculty that need a computing needs, while they are in the contracts, so let's say you got a 1-year contract, you can have your chair of the department. We actually have a site. You will request for one, your chair of your department approves it, and we give you a laptop for your usage. So part-time faculty can also request for a laptop during their contract. So we lend it to them. If they're semesterly contract, they get a semester. If they are, yearly contract, they get it for 1 year or 3 year contract. Those of you need to do that. And if we are also looking at in a part-time offices to try to have a docking station in a part-time offices. So when you bring your laptop in, you can connect up to the docking station and connect to the campus. So that's the plan right now. I think they have Hector put out the where you can apply for getting a laptop loaner from that perspective. Romel, you want to go next? So just to give you, so, again, we're going to move the primary desktop model to laptop only model, continue on, we're giving you a more powerful laptop than your desktop, distributing these models, last 3 years, including this last summer, it's the same thing I just talked about. It's a recap of what we have in here. Okay. All right. By that, I'm going to stop because this is again, and get your questions. So thank you very much. And let's see what all your questions are. All right. Somebody going to, Dazdi or Romel, you want to read me the questions and I will answer them.
The question that I see is from Melanie Sacco. I'm not sure if I heard correctly. Are the classroom PCs being replaced with a docking station, or will those remain in our lecture rooms? Those will remain.
Those will remain on your lecture rooms. That nothing going to change. Remember, all a smart classroom, which is all of our classroom, has the ability to connect up to your laptop. So all you need to do, the desktops in a classroom stay in a classroom. Those not going to change. You have the ability to move your laptop from your office or your laptop, your allocated laptop into any classroom and connect them up. That capability is available to you.
Next question is from Lisa Irwin Davidson. Is a MacBook Pro I was given in 2019, which was a MacBook Pro 13-inch, 2 Thunderbolt ports, 8 gig and 2.3 gigahertz CPU. I did not ask for anything new for pandemic remote. Can I get refresh or not? I'll be doing online again in the fall. So that was actually your refresh, like Amir was saying earlier.
Yeah, if you get, what you got there was, Lisa, is if you got something for 3 years ago and that device is equivalent or better than your desktop, then by removing your desktop, we can give you something higher up or equivalent. If that is not adequate for you, I will say, if sometime is not adequate for you, make sure you request it and we will be able to refresh it. But that is less than 3 years ago, 2019. We will look into it by end of 2021 to do another refresh. I'm hoping in 2021 we do another refresh. But for now, you're under 3 years, you're not going to get refreshed at this point.
Thank you, Amir. Next question is from Nathan Carr. I appreciate how IT helped us with devices in the past year. But if I understand the new laptop policy correctly, if we want to use a computer in our office and want to have our laptop available outside the office, then we'll have to carry it with us every time we go to campus. Is that correct? Because that seems inconvenient. We need laptops that can actually be used for work, but that does not mean we don't need desktops too.
We are not going, thank you for your question. Again, because of the mobility and we are looking at weight of these new laptops, is we are not gonna do both desktop and laptop. But you do have an option for now to keep your desktop, not having a docking station, and until the useful life of your desktop. So what I recommend, if that's inconvenient to you at this point, you will keep your desktop at this time and keep your laptop that you got. And once you're ready to get that refreshed, or once you're ready to give up your desktop, then we can do a docking station at that.
Yeah, and I wanted to add, we also sent the email out to faculty, I believe, and in there, Amir was pretty clear. He said faculty can keep their desktops until the end of life. So hopefully that was clear enough for you. So let's see, the next question is from Lisa. I have a desktop Mac in my office, but I need a second monitor. I am happy with a desktop Mac. I just need a big second monitor. Thank you.
Again, we are, whenever you need an extra monitor or something, we told that to faculty, put your request in, we look at to see what we got and where our inventory is. It's all possible. We always try to provide you what you need for And it's nothing to do with desktop or laptop or docking. We always done that in the past. So please submit your request.
Yeah, and for those who are eligible, if you have an iMac on your desktop and you want to opt in early for this, because the monitor is built into the iMac, Hector's team actually will replace the iMac with a docking station and the laptop and a monitor, a new monitor. So
yeah, that's what I just.
Mary Kasem has a question. Are you actually calling on the phone or email? I'm not in my office to receive phone calls.
What is Marilyn?
Yeah, Marilyn Kasem. Oh, you know what? I think this is a. I'm not sure I understand the question.
We can go to the next.
Oh, I see. No. So the email said we'll call you. We'll contact you. Actually, we're emailing. We're emailing the users to let them know that we're ready to refresh your workstation, and here's the instructions that will help you transfer your files.
Right.
And here's when you can pick up your laptop. So that's.
Marilyn, thank you for correcting that. We will make sure that the next message says we're calling you. What we meant is emailing you. We're emailing the individuals.
Thank you. Thanks for the clarification. Tracy Sattler has a question. At what point will the laptop docking station specs be made available for us to review for effectiveness?
We do have a site that we're going to send it to you that has a sample what the docking station is going to look like and what's included in there. Tracy, we will make sure that you get that to you, the site.
Kevin Sang has the next question. Will Mac laptop docking system support dual monitors in addition to the laptop?
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Kyle Chu is asking, will these new rollouts affect the computer labs in our departments? No, they will not.
No, this is just for office rollout, and the computer labs will stay the same. Everything else with the labs and classroom will stay the same.
Tracy has a pretty good question. How will VPN needs, for example, during international travel, work with a laptop docking station model?
But remember, Tracy, what we want to do is, if you need a VPN to access a system, you can do so. You can do so right now. So if you're going to go to a system that requires a VPN, if you wants to access your files, that's why we want to have somebody help you to transition all your files to Dropbox. So you really doesn't need to have access for VPN to access your file system. And same thing with your email, because that's available on Office 365. So the goal is you don't need a 2-device to VPN to it to go someplace. So if you need to VPN to go to a system, we allow that to do it through VPN. But if you need to VPN to access your files, you don't need that anymore because Dropbox will solve that problem.
Thank you, Amir. Stacy Malco is asking if I could share the picture again. So this is the conceptual laptop with docking station picture.
Stacy does not have the webcam on it. There's the webcam on top of it.
Yeah, there would be a webcam right here at the top that you can attach to the docking station. The other part of her question is what size is the monitor? So the docking station will actually utilize the existing monitors on your desk. If you have an iMac, the monitor that will replace Hector, I believe it's a 24-inch Dell monitor, very similar to what you see in the picture.
Okay. So yeah, what the goal is to keep your monitors the same, those of you have PCs. And the goal was not to change your setting on that. So the goal was leave it alone. And if you had a Mac, then we have a 24-inch monitor to give you.
Stephen Mexel has a question. Many of our part-time faculty share an office.
Yes.
Currently, there's only one desktop per office. If they're both issued individual laptops, would it be possible to have 2 docking stations per office?
Yeah.
Both could use their computers at the same time.
Steve, the goal is, if we're going to do, first of all, we got to see what does that impact your departments in a fall semester. Okay. So Stephen, if you want all your offices to replace their desktop, because remember, the desktop we gave them, Stephen, was a hand-me-down old desktop. It wasn't really a decent desktop. So what we like to do is take their 2 desktops out and put 2 docking in there. And then they can request for a laptop, or they can, their personal laptop, they can bring and hook it up, or they can request for a desk laptop and they can use that laptop with a docking station. The reason, another thing with the docking station, sometimes we have printing available to those docking stations for them. So, and that could be available to them if that's the case of the department. Stephen, did I answer your question? What we're gonna do, we're gonna leave it to the department's request. So, you know, on a part-timer offices, it's you as a chair of English, you have the choice of what you want to do with those offices. If you want to leave the desktops alone and let them use it, we're okay with that. But we recommend you replace them with 2 docking stations. Thanks,
Amir. Next question is Adam Woods. What generation iPad are you refreshing? I have a 6th generation, and I was wondering if I think this is something we can take aside. Like Hector and I can look up Adam Woods.
Hector, what generation are we giving out now, please?
6.
Yeah.
6 and 7. So there's a mixture. The 6 is still fairly new.
Okay. Yeah. Melanie Sacco has a question. It looks like the docking station can be used with the laptop closed. Is that correct? That might make a difference for desk space.
That is very true. That's the preferred way. If you want to have dual monitors on a laptop, you can have your laptop open as one monitor and have your monitors as a second monitor connect up as a docking. But the way most docking is, you connect them up and you close your laptop and put them in a side, and it becomes a complete desktop. That's the goal of the docking, and that's how I use it myself. Yep. And it's very effective.
Mary Kasem submitted a clarification. She said, "Thank you for clarifying that we're not calling, we're emailing."
Yeah.
Sean Wang is asking, for data security, can IT provide some guidelines about what kinds of data can be stored in cloud and the laptop?
Yes, Sean, absolutely. Thank you very much, Sean. As always, you have great insight and great questions. What we're gonna do is, what we have done on a Dropbox, we have not bought the Dropbox Personal, which has low security restrictions and so forth. So the Dropbox Business is designed for high level of business, for high level of security. You're at rest and on transit. So we bought unlimited desktop for Dropbox Business. And that's good for level 2 data. That means almost 99% of it. If you have a level 1 data, level 1 data are what? They're like sensitive information, social security numbers, driver license, taxes. So if you have level 1 data, right? If you have level 1 data, we have another solution, cloud solution, that is internal cloud solution that we can work with you to put you on. So we put your high sensitive data in a different cloud and put the, probably mid to all your data into Dropbox. So Sean, yes, absolutely, that is correct. And we will make sure there's a guidelines in there for them. Thank you, Sean.
So this next question by Jennifer Yee looks like a Hector question. What ports do docking stations include? That is, how many USB-A and USB-C?
Hector, what is our docking station for Mac?
It's a Belkin. It's got 4 USB ports, USB-A, and it does have a power pass-through for the USB-C.
Okay. So we will actually, what we'll do in our website, we will have all those configurations for you. Yeah. So this is a lot of great questions, and we will put those in a website. Hector will make sure we put that on in a Hector so people exactly know what they're getting.
Yeah, we'll put a picture of the front and then the back side of the docking station too, so that you guys are all more familiar with it. Randy Hoffman is asking, because I teach supersized sections 2 at 200 or more students each, I have to teach at home in the fall, and I have a laptop and a docking station for home use. My campus desktop is older than 3 years old. I'm wondering if there's another part to the question. I didn't see the first part. You guys?
Okay.
No?
Go back to.
He asked, can I have a laptop and docking station for home use?
Oh, can I have a laptop and docking station?
Yes, yes.
Again, the goal is to put docking station at your office. We are looking at how do we, if people want docking station at home, what are the next step is. So Randy, we will let you know. I have that is on my to-do list to see how do we do that if the request comes. So we'll get back with you. This is a question and we will get back to you. We don't have an answer for it right now.
Good question, Randy.
Thank you.
Next question is from Stacy Malaco. Will classrooms have a USB-C port to connect the Mac laptop to, or will we need an additional adapter? I believe there's USB-Cs there already.
Yeah, it's got a multi-port connectors.
Yeah, we have multi-port connectors for all classrooms.
Changhyun Jo is asking, would you please consider larger size and higher resolution monitors like 30 inches if you plan to replace or add monitors?
Again, we bought 24-inch monitors to replace them. And if the needs be, let us know and we will look into it.
Yeah, and my apologies to you all because I'm Amir's budget person and really I was looking to do as much volume for the amount of funds that we were getting. So Hector and I were able to arrive at the 24-inch size for the number of monitors that we wanted to provide to the campus community. So thank you, good question. Sean Wang said, thanks. Amir, congrats on your PhD. It is time to update the catalog.
Thank you, Sean.
Andrew Howat is asking 2 questions. One, with this new system, is the goal to refresh faculty members' laptops every 3 years? I ask because wear and tear is a bigger factor in laptops versus desktops, as are growing storage needs. And he's a Mac user, if that matters. And 2, his spouse is a 1 academic year lecturer. Is she eligible for a laptop through this new program? So you want to?
I'll ask you on both of them. Our goal has been 3 years. And I think by doing this, we have stretched it to 4 years, depending what we are. Our goal has been 3 years, especially on a laptop. You are absolutely correct that the wear and tear is higher on a laptop. And also laptops gets old faster than the desktops are. So our goal is, yes, the answer is going to be looking at 3 years, 3.5, sometimes could be up to 4, but that's the goal. The second is please have your 1-year lecture spouse to apply through the process, and you're welcome. And they will get a laptop, and they will get a good laptop if needed through the department. So all it is, you submit them. If you go ahead and submit yours in there, and if they need it, and they need a docking stations because they got an office on their own, we get a docking station. So yes, the answer is yes, but they go through a couple of steps to get them.
Michelle Wood has a question. I have been using an iMac for 12 years and my eyes are accustomed to that type of monitor. How will the resolution quality of the new monitors compare? I believe it's a pretty good.
It's a 4K, right? It's a 4K?
1080p.
1080p. The quality should be good as what you have on your iMac. If not, we'll make sure that it is. So it's usually you got a 21-inch iMac. That's the one we send out. And these are 24-inch. So we're hoping that these would be, what type of monitor they are, Hector?
Dell 24-inch professional grade monitors.
Yep, professional grade monitor. So we made sure we did a high quality monitor for you guys. That's why we went to Dell.
You're welcome, Michelle. Any more questions? That was the last of the, it looks like we received 25 total. And as we were talking, I think Desdi was also typing along. So thanks for doing that as well, Desdi. So with
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for your time. Again, I appreciate you guys, and we appreciate you working with us.
We have another question that just came in.
Ed Fing just submitted a question. Do docking stations have built-in speakers or will we need external speakers? I believe you will need external speakers, Ed. They do not have built-in speakers.
But you can use the speakers on the laptop as well.
Yeah.
So so to answer Ed is if your speakers on a laptop is not good enough or they're not, let us know. We'll get you external speakers.
Good question, Ed. Thank you.
Yeah.
Amir, was there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I just want to say thank you for everyone. Thanks for your time. Let us know if anything we can do to transition you back to the campus more comfortable.
We have another question.
Questions. And by the time I did what does it say?
The question is, will you hire more Mac support like Ryder?
Yes.
we will make sure we put Romel on for you guys on the help desk to support Ryder. So that's
I'm not as good as Ryder, you know.
Terry, we are it's very hard to find Mac supports as much as the PC support, but we constantly be trying to find people that can do two platforms, especially Macs. So yeah, kudos to Ryder. Ryder has been a great addition to our team for the past few years. Thank you.
I agree with all the comments being submitted in the Q&A.
Yeah. Again, thank you very much for your time. If you have any question, again, send it to the help desk, send it to me, send it to Romel, send it to Hector. We'd be more than happy to answer any question you got. I just want to let you know how excited I am that we are providing faculty 2 sets of laptop rollout. This is really a treat for our campus to be able to do this. And I am very, very excited that we can do this. And we have majority of our faculty now have, last year, this year, brand new faculty laptop that are very powerful, that can do their work. I'm also very excited that we are moving this new model, that really a change for all of us to, during it, if we, God forbid, be able to go another pandemic or something happens, we can easily go transition to it and come back to the campus, makes the return to the campus a lot easier. So I'm very, very excited to do that. I'm also excited that for a change during a pandemic, and now that we're providing part-time faculty with laptop, this has been a new addition to our rolling out part-time faculty and lectures. As you know, majority of our courses, or lots of our courses are taught by them, and I have a very high respect for all of our part-time faculty and lecturers. And I want to know, I will do my best to support them for support of our students. So I really appreciate all of them, and we'll do everything we can to support them.
To answer the very last question about the recording, yes, we will put it up in the laptop rollout website, which we're still working on. So apologies for not having that ready right now, but we will upload this recording there for those of you who couldn't make it. So thank you. Thank you very much for joining us. And Amir, thank you for providing these updates to the faculty.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you.